welcome humans and gentle humans to San Francisco's third ever Cliterary Salon! It says pause for wild applause on my script. Does that feel wild? Can we make a wild... Yeah! Thank you. I'm really excited to bring our next reader to the stage. It's Tara Marsden. Make some noise. It's her very first time reading with us. We're really excited that she's come out. We're really excited to have her on the list, and we hope that you'll make it a great time for her too. As great a time as she's going to make it for all of you. Tara Marsden is the ancient empress of the long-hidden and long-suffering mermaid queendom of the Pacific Abyss, a land, technically not a land, where everyone has powerful magic and dresses like extras in an Evanescence music video. Long have the merfolkets ignored our landish civilization and its quaint and folksy ways because, in the words of their Secretary of State, land is for losers. But eventually our poisoning of the ocean grew too serious, and the termagant Tara the Terrible, for that is her title, rose to the surface to avenge the ocean and its many beasties. Fortunately, before she could drown us all in a terrible flood, she happened to espy a Rihanna concert. And in Rihanna's glorious name, Tara has determined to spare the land and its people temporarily. So, you know, if you hear that Rihanna is sick, buy a snorkel or something. And without any further ado, I give you Tara!
Thank you. Alright, I just want to say before I get, well, first of all, thank you for having me here. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you. Everyone before, first of all, like, Meg was amazing, and Lauren was amazing, so I'll also give it up to them. Second, okay, so I was going to read this, like, other story that was, like, really sad, and it was, like, about getting dumped on election night, and I was going to bring you all, like, real down. And I decided I didn't want to do that. So I wrote a story today. Haven't read it all the way through in one go yet, so join me for that experience. So this is called Brain in a Bucket. So this, she thought, was freedom. Jessica would have sighed with relief, but she could no longer sigh. Neither could she stretch out her arms and yawn or scratch her head. She couldn't take a sip of water or masturbate. Her old morning routine was beyond her reach now. You see, Jessica no longer had a body. She had no body, but she still existed in this physical plane, to an extent. Jessica was now only a brain in a bucket. Well, bucket is not entirely accurate. She was, in fact, in some sort of sterile stainless steel container hooked up by a tangle of wires to a vast hard drive the size of a city block. Or so she'd been told before the procedure. She couldn't, of course, see or feel any of that now. She couldn't see or feel anything. She could only do the one thing she had always wanted more time to do. She could only think. When she was approached as a candidate for full-body amputation, Jessica thought it was a joke. She'd quipped many times on Twitter about wanting to escape her corporeal form, and she figured the targeted ads she was seeing, featuring a dancing gif of a brain cartwheeling across the Milky Way, leaving in its wake a dilapidated, boneless husk that was supposed to be a body, like a discarded Halloween costume, was some kind of Dadaist meme she was, like, too old to really get, or maybe an ironic advertisement for, like, a mindfulness retreat or something. When she clicked on the image, nothing happened. There was no hyperlink to anywhere as far as she could tell. But the next morning, she got an email from the cartwheeling brain. She didn't remember entering her email address anywhere. It was not unlike the emails she often received from the local marketing neuro research company, where she occasionally did consumer studies for extra pocket change. She was asked to take a survey determining her eligibility. Eligibility for what exactly? She wasn't sure. But she was bored and curious and a little sad, so she thought, fuck it, why not? First question. She was asked to identify her gender on a sliding spectrum between Leonardo DiCaprio and Rihanna. With an alien right at the center. She paused for a moment, looking down at her slight frame, shrouded in an old oil-stained white t-shirt. She shrugged and chose the alien. She was asked to rate her enjoyment of sex on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being 100% disinterested, 10 being insatiable sex addiction, 5 being with a shrug emoji. She remembered when she still fucked cis dudes, the way they'd plunge in and out of her quick and sloppy, how their faces looked rocking back and forth above hers, their gaze aimed somewhere beyond her left ear. How every single one of them seemed to only know 3 positions and would rotate through them in roughly the same order every time. She remembered her brief affair with a sugar daddy who liked to slap her around, but he didn't like to be scratched, and she indifferently obliged. She remembered sleeping with a woman who, mid-coitus with her hand still inside Jessica, paused to tell her that she was thinking about her ex-girlfriend. And wasn't it funny how sometimes in life it feels like you're living the same scene over again, only you've cast a new actress as the love interest? The woman said sleeping with her was like adding a new coat of paint to an old room. And was really confused when Jessica didn't want to continue fucking. Looking at the shrug emoji with a deep feeling of affinity, she chose 5. The survey felt interminable, like the Myers-Briggs, or really more like those MySpace quizzes she used to fill out in high school instead of doing her homework. When she finally finished it, after what felt like an hour, she immediately received another email in her inbox, which announced in flashing letters like a birthday party evite, "You are eligible." There was an address listed and a date, that Friday, and instructions. It said not to wear any hair product or excessive makeup or drink any alcohol the night before. At this point, she still figured it was some kind of marketing research thing, or maybe some other gig, medical tests, nude modeling, whatever. Why not? Obviously, it turned out to be none of those things. When she found out that they were some foreign corporation offering her a chance to live out her wildest dream, eternal life as a mind and only a mind, she still kind of thought it was a joke, but she couldn't agree fast enough. They did tell her what they intended to use her body for, but that they were like collecting young, relatively healthy women's bodies for organ harvesting, or was it surrogacy? Whatever. She wasn't really paying attention. She wanted all her life to escape this stupid meat sack prison. Who cared what they did with it? And now she'd done it. She'd finally done it. She wondered if she was still a she in any discernible way. Before the amputation, she'd never really figured out if her gender lived in her brain or her body or neither. But she realized now it didn't really matter anyway. You don't need pronouns if you can't talk to anyone, and if no one can talk to you. No more pronouns. No more dudes asking her at bars, on the bus, or on the street, at work, "What are you?" or "Where are you from?" or "What languages do you speak?" Or just randomly naming nationalities at her. Mexican, Persian, Cambodian, Vietnamese, Thai, and answering Filipino, to which the reply was always a smug, "I knew it," when obviously they didn't fucking know it. They had just literally guessed wrong a dozen times. No more looking in the mirror and pulling at the fat of her cheeks, pouting her lips, pinching her nose, and wondering if she looked like her dad or her mom, or neither, if her white friend saw a brown person when they looked at her, if her brown friend saw a white person, or it was the other way around, everyone projecting themselves onto her body, a conveniently ambiguous mirror. No more high heels, no more nail clippers, no more haircuts, no more padded bras, no more binders, no more shaving, no more sunburns, no more yeast infections, no more nausea, indigestion, hunger pangs, cramps, tampons, no more sweat, no more dehydration, no more shin splints, no more acne, no more dandruff, no more flu, no more colds, no more sore throats, no more smoker's cough, no more paper cuts, no more hangovers, no more ingrown hairs, no more cavities, no more sciatica, no more Googling, what does a breast lump feel like exactly? Or do other people's ovaries just kind of pinch like all the time? Or is it okay that I've never had a pap smear? Or what are the symptoms of gonorrhea or syphilis or HPV? Or checking WebMD every time she felt a little fatigued and diagnosing herself with 3 kinds of cancer. No more convincing herself to join the Y than never going. No more going for a run twice a year and thinking that really ought to count for something. No more sunbathing. No more soft wind. No more back scratches. No more hot springs. No more rosé or champagne or tequila. No more ice cream. No more taking your bra off after a long day. No more singing in the shower. No more tea in bed, no more coffee on her porch, no more painting her toes to match her mood, no more dancing till last call. No more acid trips, no more getting stoned and eating hot Cheetos and Sour Patch Kids. No more hugging a friend she hasn't seen in a while, no more blushing, no more making out with beautiful strangers. No more glitter, no more perfume, no more strap-ons, no more giving hit, no more getting hit. No more oysters, or baguettes with brie, or fresh strawberries. No more naps. No more spooning, no more laughing so hard your abs burn and tears seep out the sides of your eyes. No more crying, but like in a good way at cathartic movies. No more waking up next to her and rolling over to tuck your face right into her neck. So this, she thought, was freedom.